I believe sport in school obviously isn't a high priority because schools do focus on academics first and foremost, like maths, English and science. The main issue is, in Delhi especially, is the amount of exams that the kids have to do throughout the year. It's like too much to either preparing or doing exams, so it's very difficult because a lot of kids miss session, which means they miss development. I think it would. I think what needs to happen though, in terms of where the money is invested, it would need to be invested in the facilities in schools. For instance, a better quality of playing pitch. I mean, like this one here, it's good enough, it's flat, it's not a danger to the children playing on it. So yeah, I think if the governments were to invest in schools, they would have to invest heavily in facilities, not just the pitch, but the outside facilities like toilets, etc. So it has to be safe for that child to play on. So yeah, the School of Soccer by the sports company, is helping kids because of the environment we create at our training centres. For instance, all of our training centres are led by player-centred coaches, and player-centred coaching is basically we ask the kids to solve problems. We believe it's their practice, not the coach's practice. So the kids are always making decisions on their own. We might step in and ask a question, but we'll never tell a child what to do on the ball. They've always got to be problem solving, because if a child doesn't problem solve, that means they don't learn while they're playing sport. So it's about, we're always question based, we're always leadership focused. We try and give the children responsibility to be leaders, because if we lead everything, we are not developing leaders. So the more football in schools, with guidance or without guidance, would be really good for the kids. Child does recognise that he does or she does want to be a footballer. It just takes a lot of dedication, a lot of focus. It'll take the parents wanting the will for their son or daughter to be a footballer as well. So it has to have that dedication from everyone, from the coach, from the parents, from the children, and everyone at the club who's supporting them. So yeah, it just takes a lot of dedication, a will to come to every training practice.
Well, Jishnu Mitra Foundation is primarily for developing football for kids who are under 15, giving kids an opportunity to get professional coaching and then fulfilling their dreams to be a professional footballer. Well, it's excellent because I think apart from being a very professional organization, the team, which is Varun, Raghav, and Jack and Moong as coaches, and everyone else is very, very passionate about football. So they're a great combination of passion as well as technology and strategy, which I think you need both in order for the kids to succeed. So I think you will have to look at talents across. Football is a great opportunity for people to come across from the poorest sections of the society and bring that talent across. I think today we have to go to rural parts of the country, we have to go to tier 2 cities and make that happen. I think all the initiatives that ISL and so forth are great, but I'm not sure it is enabling this to be a great movement across. So for a big population country like us, this is the sport. It's the poor man's sport. It can become an extremely large money-making sport, and the only way corporations will come and support it is if the initial part is brought together by government and a few organizations to raise the momentum, and then you will see a lot of, like it's happened in cricket, a lot of private organizations will come and put money. So idea is, I think, look at scaling through grassroots, making sure that coaching, which is the fundamental thing at the youngest age is done properly. If that coaching is not done properly, then you're not going to create teams of talent.
So yeah, at the sports company, when we scout athletes, we look for three things. We look for the first technical ability, then tactical ability, then their character. So, for instance, a footballer could be a fantastic technical footballer, have a great tactical mind as well, but as a person, you know, they might not be so generous or so giving. So we look for those characters, you know, who are loyal, who are, you know, give to others, you know, and appreciative, you know, of what they have in life. So because they're not just a footballer or any other athlete, they're representing the sports company. So we need the right people also who are going to, you know, go into society, be role models for children. So the most important one is, you know, the human behind all the talent. That's the most important one. You know, but we focus a bit more on leadership there, so we give players autonomy to do things, lead warm-ups, lead cool-downs. So yeah, we focus a bit more on autonomy, giving players responsibility. We feel that they learn the most when they have responsibility leadership, because, you know, we want leaders, not one leader in our senior team. We want 11 leaders, and beyond that we want 25 leaders in the squad. You know, I always believe as a coach, you cannot be the only leader. You have to have 25 leaders in a squad. So we always focus on the leadership.
The steps that are being taken and by federation, by private organizations, I think football probably is the fastest growing sport. This is it's not based on data, but fastest growing sport, and there's no reason why India should not be in the next 4 to 5 years a very, very powerful footballing nation.
I want to, you know, not just develop good footballers, but good humans, you know, who can lead not just on the field but off the field as well.